What was your first investment?
My first big investment, I want to say it was Google. I mean, I had a lot of little minor investments that people would come and say, "Hey, we're gonna do some pinstripe jackets with the
Best?
yeah with the King of England crest. People are gonna like it. You give me 100,000, I'll give you 1 million in a year." I did a lot of stuff like that that never worked out. So one day I'm sitting playing at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and I hear these two gentlemen talking about Google search engines, and one day your phone's gonna be this, and you type anything and it comes up. And I was like, "Say that again." "Oh, hey, how you doing, Shaq? Come over here, listen to this." Boom, 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 boom. If I would like to invest in this, my guy hooked it up, and we invested, and then I forgot all about it. And then I read the article, and everybody else read the article about the big hit that some of the early investors received. When you look at the perfect pictures, it looks like I'm at home saying, "Do this, do that, do that." It ain't. It's just being in the right place in time, and just opportunities coming.
But
So
you still have to have a skill for being able to weigh those opportunities.
my
How do you know who to trust?
my skill is, if something comes across my desk and I don't believe in it, I won't even look at it at all. So
It's
like,
just a gut feeling.
no, it's just one, I can't lie to the people, right? And two, yes, a gut feeling. Like my favorite story, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, but after my first championship, Wheaties. My people say, "Hey man, why don't you be on the cover of Wheaties?" I said, "I can't do that." They said, "What do you mean, brother? Breakfast of Champions?" I said, "Don't know what it tastes like. Never going to taste it." "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, Frosted Flakes will always be my first option if you want to talk cereal business with me. Then Fruit Loops, then Fruity Pebbles. Period. There ain't nothing to talk about. When I do business, it's never about the monetary aspect. It's about changing people's lives, letting people understand that you can still have fun. But again, like whenever I do business, it's not about the money. I heard Jeff Bezos say one time when he was talking, he said he makes his investment based on if it's going to change people's lives. And once I started doing that strategy, I think I probably quadrupled what I'm worth now. The first time I had to make a business decision, and taking all those business courses and reading all those books. My favorite book is The Dummy's Guide to Starting Your Own Business. A friend of mine named Gino Marino gave me that book. He said, "Hey, you're going to be rich, you need to read this book." So I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, okay, if I get hurt this year from people tackling me in the air, Lloyd's of London will provide me $1 million. But Derek Coleman just signed for $30 million in '88. Economically, it's going to go up 15-20%. So I could probably ask for 40-50 million. Do I stay and get the 1 million if I get hurt, or do I take a jump at this 40 million and then come back to school? So that's when I started at the age of 18 years old. I started thinking like a businessman, and I think it was a great decision.
As a kid, how did you relate to business? Did you see yourself as a business person in the
No,
future?
no, I was taught by scared tactics to become a businessman. And then, because again, I didn't want to be one of those guys. And my family relied on me and everybody looked up to me. My grandmother used to tell me at an early age, "You're going to be the one." "The one for what, Grandma?" "You're going to be the one to just make life easier for everybody." And I used to tell her, "You know what, Grandma, when I get rich, I'm going to buy you a big old house in Newark, New Jersey." And that was one of the first things I did. So to not be one of those things, I said to myself, okay, all right, I'm making a lot of money. Now what do I do with it? I met a gentleman one time, he had a piece of paper and said, "This is $100. Rip it in half, $50. He said, "The smart people invest whatever, real estate with this 50. But then he had 50 left. But he said, "The wealthy people take half of that 50. Now you got 25, and you put that away, and this, you have fun with it. Cars, jewelry, whatever you want." So I started doing that, and then when I started going to LA, I started seeing the things that Magic Johnson was doing in the community. And I was like, okay, this is what people started to talk about. And then I started dabbling into it. My first big was 40 24-hour fitnesses. We did that, and then we did some real estate, redeveloping Newark, New Jersey. We dibbled and dabbled, got 4 or 5 restaurants in Las Vegas, did a couple local car washes, got a couple annuities.
What's so attractive about the franchising business?
It's just, again, partnering up with another reliable, excellent brand, being in business with people, and just, owning stuff. Magic Johnson said to me at 18 years old when I first met him, first time I met him, because he had an event and they clapped, Magic Johnson, newcomer, Shaquille O'Neal. And Magic pulled me to the side and said, it's okay to be beloved by the fans, but at some point, you want to start owning things. And at 18 years old, I had no idea what he was talking about. But as I got older and moved to LA and saw how he moved around the community, I was like, okay, this is what I have to start doing.